Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Thursday, June 26, 2025. I'm doing a read. I just did one, it's a long one. It's all over the place too, so forgive me. The energies are everywhere. But we're working through it. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you had a great day. Let's get right into it, okay? No preamble. Let's see. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors of the white light. Because the last one was so long. I'm trying to shorten this one up. What's the message for the collective at this? Oh, it's a message for the collective, please. Absence. Somebody's not missing your absence, or you're not missing somebody's absence. Or you can be. It was in reverse, but it makes the heart grow fonder, doesn't it? Bottom of the deck, that's the overarching energy. At home. You're missing somebody at home. You could be at home, missing a home maybe. Somebody's absent from home. Conscientious. Somebody's trying to be mindful, or this is a suggestion from Spirit to be more mindful. Maybe somebody's cleaning up a home. Somebody could have moved out recently. Family, friend, love. And now it's time to clean up the house. Maybe give it a spruce. You spruce it up. Move some furniture around. Somebody's afraid. Really? Somebody's very defensive. Something to do with protecting oneself. Feeling vulnerable right now. It could be a roommate, could be a partner, could be family. How am I going to pay the bills? Blah, blah, blah. Could be making chicken for dinner, too. How about that? I'm not making you dinner. I made my dinner. I don't know. It's weird. Somebody's afraid. I don't know what they're afraid of. Chicken. Somebody was... Okay, thank you. Somebody called a bluff. So you could have called somebody's bluff. It is what it is. I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. It could be a roommate, could be a family member, could be a partner. You don't want to clean up your room. You don't want to fucking pick up after yourself. I'm done. So we have absence. Where are we going with this, please? Photo proof. Getting evidence. Could be into real estate. You're cleaning up a home, getting ready to put it on the market. Rental and or buying, taking photos, could be moving in, moving out, and needing to take photos to prove that you didn't damage, get your deposit back. I don't know. Somebody caught a case. You could have been cleaning at home. Somebody's left the home, kicked somebody out because they got an STD. You dodged major bullets here. Congratulations. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters. In their head, overthinking, stress, and overanalyzing. Dirty offer. Dirt digging. So maybe you went digging and you found some dirt. Always bear in mind, if you suspect a partner or anybody of doing anything and you go looking, be prepared to find something. Okay? Don't be upset if you do find something. Looking for dirt on you or vice versa. Moves in silence. Bankrupt. There's a love triangle. Somebody was talking shit. Hustling. Making it rain. Focused on money and getting it. Somebody's looking you up or you're looking somebody else up. Somebody's on the run. Could be runner, chaser dynamic. Somebody's running their mouth. Ignore them, okay? Or you could feel like you're being ignored. I don't know. Absence, photo proof. Okay, you want this one first? Thank you, Spirit. Really? Sorry, I got it wrong. Be all right. This is the one. We have, oopsie. Absence, photo proof. What's going on here? Only take what applies. Only take what you already know about, okay? Don't jump to conclusions. Make hasty decisions, permanent decisions in your life based off of a general reading. Okay, it's not advisable. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment. Release expectations. Let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. So yeah, don't force it. You'll get the answers you need, or you're going to get the guidance and direction that you need. Yeah, unexpected revelation. Shocking revelation will change your life, your perspective. So you found out somebody got an STD. Or maybe they gave you an STD. I hope not. I hope you're healthy. Shocking discovery. A shocking discovery is on its way. Push and pull, hot and cold, right? The push and pull in the relationship causes emotional instability. It's a struggle of, I just did that one read too, playing nothing but mind games. Emotional interactions involve control and manipulation. So somebody's controlling you by manipulating you. This is not love, it's codependency. They're getting something out of it, you're not. So there's a lot of inner conflict. Inner conflict makes decision making difficult. I get it. Okay? But you're going to have to put your ego aside. If that's the problem, oh, they're not going to get the house, or how dare you? I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to act like this is getting to me. Or they have a huge ego, okay? So somebody's going to get their ego checked. Interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego, whether it's for you or them. We have a lot of pride. We do. Each and every one of us do. And especially with relationships, we don't want to be the loser. We don't want to give them the last word. We want to come out looking better than them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to take a hit and just keep moving. And it's better for that way. Let them think they won. Because really you won at the end, okay? You're no longer with them. If that makes sense. Hey, my last relationship, that's what I said. Yeah, you think I'm a loser? Okay. Get your digs in. I don't give a shit. Because really, it doesn't bother me anymore. Okay? At the end of the day, I'm gone. You're not in my life anymore. I'm better off. Who won? Me. That's the way I look at it. Absence, photo proof, release expectations. Where are we going with that? Wow, 2 of them came out. Wealthy man and false person. So somebody's on the take, right? Or this wealthy man is a false person. Take it for whatever it is. Or whatever. It could be somebody looking for a wealthy man, wealthy women. Could go either way. 13, something's over. This is change. 8, somebody's in their ego. Death, ego. This is an ego death. It has something to do with a home, realty, property, business, stability, or family. 20, they're under judgment. This is awareness. You're taking back your power. This is taking responsibility. Somebody's got to take responsibility. A judgment's been rendered if you're going to court. Something to do with a great fortune. 26 is 8. This is controlling. This is wanting to overtake, forcefulness, sudden wealth. Look at this. 11, justice. Families involved. Family room. 21, coming to an end. Protected, travel, moving. Lessons learned, ending a cycle. They're getting wicked clap back here. The world is upside down. An official person might be coming to your home. You're an official person. 22, you're getting on path. Somebody could be play acting like they're an official person. They're really a thief. A third party got involved. There's a contract. You've ascended. You're making a decision. There's a main female involved. A lot of secrets. Not talking. Using your intuition here. Okay. High counsel. Where that came from. Wise counsel. Could be a mature woman involved as well. Pathway. You're going to find the path here. This is going to bring change to you. You're going towards the light. 5 people are involved, possibly trying to control a situation. Something to do with a home, moving, change. Somebody's breaking the chains here, okay? They can't hold you down any longer. This is an investigation. Your ships are coming in. There's a lot of concern, okay, about this marriage, commitment. It doesn't have to be marriage. It could be you're going to court. There we go. Mature man. There we go. High honor. Expectation. So this mature man expected this person to be a privileged lady, or somebody's expecting to be a privileged lady, or they're expecting a baby. Or you could be a privileged lady. Place yourself at your fit. Somebody's going to jail. Court. Wow. Heading towards poverty. There's a message. Somebody's in bad health. A community's involved, whether it's online or physical. Main male is involved. Their occupation. There's a gift here. They see you're gifted. You could be very gifted. They're coming into a gift. They gave a lover a house or something, or a condo, a gift to the child. I don't know. There's concern here. There's a tower moment. Working hard, travel. Somebody could be traveling for their work. They have other courtships. Maybe they get established homes everywhere. I don't know. Relationships everywhere. This is over. Maybe they were planning to unalive somebody for this unexpected money. Could be you. I don't know. They're in despair. They got caught up. Okay, they're going to jail. There's a message of concern. It is what it is. It's about a large amount of money. Hidden sudden wealth and great fortune. So there's property, there's money. Somebody's on the take. There's divorce, there's courts. It might have something to do with their first read. Maybe not. Only take what applies, okay? False people. Somebody's panicking. In the first read, I was really picking up. They were panicking. They were having panic attacks, feeling squeezed, can't breathe. It came in pulses and waves because I guess the more they thought about it. Listen, if you're having panic attacks, and I'm not one that I'm the calmest person you can meet, but if you're having any kind of panic attacks, all I can say is practice breathing properly through your nose, out through your mouth. Try to tap your forehead, tap your inner wrist to distract you. Look for distractions, healthy distractions, possibly. That's the best bet. Talk to others. You know what I mean? Get outside in nature. Go for a walk. Do not be by yourself with your thoughts, okay? Because if that's what's triggering you, you got to eradicate that. Instead of grabbing for a Valium or a drink or whatever else, don't be doing that. Instead of sitting there struggling for purchase, there's ulterior ways of doing it. Yes, love yourself. This is new beginnings, extreme happiness, fulfillment, love. Love yourself. Emotions. Maybe you're very emotional right now. I was picking up somebody who was having panic attacks. I don't know what it's like. I don't want to know what it's like. But definitely go see a doctor if you can. Okay? Therapist, doctor, whatever. It can't be comfortable at all. I don't know. Do people get that lifelong? Like, is it a lifelong condition? Sometimes I don't know. I don't know much about it. How do you deal with it? I know brown paper bags come in handy. I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't know much about it. It must be horrible. I'm sorry you're going through that. But obviously, it's the company you keep and what's going on. Maybe they're doing spell work on you. If it's something new, yeah, you got to really think about that. If it's something that you've had off and on, then you're going to have to address the main issue, the main cause of that panic, that trauma. And some people don't want to, like, I remember my niece, I was trying to talk her into going to counseling. So she had addiction issues and alcohol. And I said, you can't get clean unless you deal with the issue. I don't want to talk to anybody about it. I don't want to, that's just making me relive it. That's cruel. I don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. It might hurt at the time. You might think, she's fearing fear, right? It's scary. You might think that, but once you get it off your chest and you normalize it and you put it into proper perspective, you're going to be able to process it and let it go. And the less triggers, the less trauma, the less reason you're going to want to numb yourself. I was really hoping that I can get to her, but it's the same here for whomever's panicking. It could be the person that's stealing, that's thieving, doing wrong. Well, if they're panicking, then they know the noose is tightening. Cops are up their ass, and they're going to have to answer for what they've done. So, again, do what's right. Get it off your chest. Clear the air. You won't be panicking anymore. Thank you, Spirit. Fast communication, action, and or travel is good news. Typically, it's the 8 of Wands. I don't know what I'm picking up here. Somebody's trying to beat somebody to the punch. This is a contest, right? It's the Olympics. Javelin. Overarching energy. 8 of Pentacles. Putting the effort in, putting in the work, success. Mastering your emotions, mastering your craft, being diligent, discipline, success. Could be your actual work, your what you do for a living. King of Wands, warlock, poser, player. This is somebody that pretends they're a leader, but they're really a follower. They don't do the right thing. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. They cut corners, right? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You know what I mean? Yeah. They phone it in. They want the kudos. There's a coward down deep inside, though. There's a very egotistical, prideful, arrogant, conceited. They think they look good, It could take a lot of time grooming themselves in the mirror in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Male or female. And this is somebody that bit off more than they can chew. They're quick to anger. They're a poser, a player. They don't mean what they say. they don't say what they mean either. They just want the attention. Yep, unfaithful, can't come correct. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Can't rely on them. They're not dependable. They can't slow somebody down anymore. They can't keep dragging their feet for whatever this is. They didn't pass the test. Okay, this is not theirs. They're lazy. Not to be trusted. Again, immature. Don't want to, they call it in. They're lazy. Lazy lover. They could have, they're in debt. There's a contract here. You're making a decision here. This is not going anywhere. Whatever this is. No integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They don't care. They don't care who knows it. They're out of money. They don't want to pay for something. They're not going to get paid. If it's a warlock, they're not getting paid for their work. Yeah, somebody lied. There's no communication, no truth or clarity. Maybe they were trying to affect your crown chakra. And it's not working. And whoever paid for the service doesn't want to pay this warlock. Yeah. They got to drop this, let this go. This warlock, this marriage commitment, this crime, this corruption. I don't know, crooked judge or leader. It doesn't have to be a warlock. It could be anybody that's in a leadership position, but they don't do the right thing. They can't be trusted. They lie. There's no communication. Puppet master. So they had somebody pulling some strings for them. There we go. Somebody had somebody pulling strings for them. It could be corruption, crooked judge or leader, or somebody in a position of power. Yeah, this is born out of jealousy, ego, and pettiness. Somebody's very jealous and abusive. This is news you do not want to hear. They're stalking and or harassing somebody. Could be online. Doesn't have to be. This is targeting of an individual. Self-sabotage. Don't want to learn, right? Don't want to learn the lesson. Somebody's a fool. They're they're stalking you. I don't know. Somebody's a fool. They're watching to see if you fell for something or somebody fell for something. This could be somebody that is out in the public eye, a politician, an orator, something, government, CEO, something. Somebody's a clown. They're coming off looking like a clown. They want to see if you have a new beginning. You're going to take a leap of faith, or this is news they don't want to hear. You're innocent. So they found out you're innocent. Somebody was coming after you. They're coming after you. Somebody was pulling some strings, finding out you're innocent. Somebody lied about you. Or you had to play the fool to fool the fool. I don't know. You know that old saying. They don't want to hear it. This somebody's very jealous, abusive, petty, and cruel. Yeah. They're having an emotional outburst. Feeling defeated, I just heard. But this is rejected, abandoned. They're childish and very, very immature and insincere. Could have been doing magic. Or they're a fool. There's a loss of a child, potentially. Somebody's not sorry. No new beginnings. Somebody's holding somebody back. They felt entitled to do so. Could be forgery. Somebody's stealing your work, ideas, and achievements. Trying to hold you back. They're being held back. This is somebody that's very combative, very angry. Okay, could be abusive. Be careful. It's a poser. Yeah, play acting. Okay, could be an imitate. Somebody's trying to imitate you, whether in person, online, on paper. What else is this? They don't want to take any action. Somebody's not taking any action. Somebody's not moving forward. Somebody's trying to be more careful now. At one point, maybe they were very, very flighty and knee-jerk reactions. Don't think before they act. Yeah, 5 of Wands. It's a lot of this created a lot of conflict. Okay, a bunch of people here holding back. A bunch of people, or a bunch of people's holding somebody else back. They're arguing. They're fighting. Protesting. Competition, conflict, jealousy, strife, drama. This could be rivalry as well. It could be work. Because it started with the 8 of Pentacles. I don't know. The Empress. Wanting an Empress to compete. Wow. Divine feminine energy, male or female. This could be a mature woman. It could be a pregnancy. There's conflict here. Somebody made a poor decision here. They misjudged a divine feminine energy, male or female. Judged you harshly. If this is you, there's not going to be a second. There's not going to be a second chance. You're getting some karma. Somebody made some poor decisions here. They don't want to take accountability for it. You're firmly rooted in whatever it is we're dealing with, whether it's a family, a job, your role as a divine feminine energy, as a mother. You're creating something new. You're very loving, unconditional love, down to earth, a philanthropist, a humanitarian. Through your pain, you create new life. Whether it's through children and or artistry, creativity. You elevate the vibrations of the world. You're here for a reason. You've gone through it. Let's put it that way. And somebody was trying to compete with you, or they wanted to make you an option. It's heartbreaking here. Somebody could be drinking a lot. Drowning in their sorrows. Could be a third-party situation. It doesn't have to be, but it's a lot. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, somebody's going through a dark night of the soul. 5 of Cups in reverse. Emotionally and mentally unstable. Somebody got pushed off their pedestal here. You put your past hurts behind you, okay? They're heartbroken and you're not heartbroken. You're over it. Something wasn't fair, wasn't equal. Not equally yoked. Somebody's very unstable. They said you were unstable, mentally, emotionally. This is bankruptcy as well. Somebody's in debt. Can't do business anymore, not getting any more money. This could be fraud and or theft. They could have breadcrumbed you, used and abused you. There's no more money exchange. So whoever is pulling the strings, it's not going to happen anymore. Somebody ran out of money or somebody's pissed off. The job wasn't done to their specifications. You ain't getting no more money. Yeah, blocked. Don't see this coming here. Somebody's indecisive. 2 of Swords in the upright. Playing games. What's my next move? Don't see what's coming. This is stalemate. Somebody's been blocked. Ignoring. Mental conflict here. Somebody's trying to get in the way of justice. They're acting like they don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But they could also be this money that they were stealing, defrauding, whatever, holding from you, keeping from you, is blocked from them now by justice. You're coming into your justice. The truth has been spoken. That sword's up in the air, okay? Somebody with some sort of authority has spoken the truth, whether it's you or someone else. Someone, again, they were protesting against you. Oh, no. Or there's somebody's protesting against them. There's a lot of... See through the illusions. You peeped their game. You broke through. You broke free, okay? You're not toxic. You're not karmic. You have no codependency issues, no addictions. They can't bind you. It's a non-binding contract. People are distancing themselves, detaching, or you have. You're not toxic. You got to release something, let something go. They can't hold back from you anymore. They have no protection. Somebody's very insecure and unstable. Somebody wants to open up. If they were stealing money, whoever, defrauding money, holding money, maybe this is the inheritance thing. Family, partner, whomever this was. The courts even. Could even be, institutions. Well, we're going to hold on to this money because this person's not altogether all right. Somebody lied about your stability, your mental faculties, whatever. Whether you're alive, dead, in the country, not in the country, they can't find you, you're homeless, whatever. Somebody lied. So they were keeping this money, maybe making money off the dividends and off of the interest. Maybe they took this money, took it out of the country, put it in offshore accounts, which is highly illegal. Highly illegal. Everything I just described, highly illegal. Okay? They could have had somebody pulling the strings, like a crooked judge or leader, signing motions, making court orders. Oh, hush, hush. You have no idea. Okay? You're waiting for some money to come in, inheritance, life insurance. What's taking so long? Well, yeah, it is what it is. No, they're making money off you. Somebody's going to open up here. They're going to have to let this go. This is a big clusterfuck I just heard. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Anyways, you peeped their game or somebody else peeped their game. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. So they were making money off the dividends and off of the interest. So they're going to have to pay this money back, probably get fined, maybe get some jail time. I don't know. Lose their job for sure. Maybe they'll get sued by you. I don't know. But at the end of the day, none of this money, these ill-gotten gains, these illegal money that they got, they never bothered to save any of it. You're gonna be on their ass. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to let go what doesn't belong to them. This is it. I mean, the device is not screwing around. Everybody's getting exposed. Last year was karma. This year it's ending karmic cycles. You know, last year was an 8 year. This year's 9. What can I say? A decision's been rendered. It's a contract. A third party got in the way, or you used your higher wisdom. Somebody is, and you're elevating. It could also be a higher level soulmate that's coming in on your behalf. This is self-love, new love, true love. Somebody's very emotional. That could be family as well. Yeah, they're scared. Yes. So somebody's made a decision. Okay, it's a contract. They could have been using love against you or using the excuse if it's family or a partner. I love this person so much. They just don't want to straighten out. They shouldn't have this money. They have addictions. That means they'll just kill themselves faster. You know, the kids, their kids need the money. Our kids need the money. Whatever, okay? So you're going to be happy at the end of the day. Somebody's happy with this decision, I think, over this contract. Or maybe drawing up a new contract, a new agreement. They're very emotional. But keep loving on yourself. This is a new day, a new dawn. You're being blessed. Okay, emotional fulfillment, emotional support. Some support's coming in. Blocked emotions. There could be a sudden arrival or departure, but there's no contingency plan. Somebody's afraid to make a decision. Don't make a decision out of your emotions. Okay, a decision's got to be made. You're very emotional, but don't make it out of your emotions. Okay? Because you don't have all the clarity, all the facts yet, okay? Or you can't trust an emotional decision. You have to really be sure of whatever you're going to do next here. Yeah, somebody bore false witness. Somebody's going to be in debt. They took a huge gamble and lost, okay? No new beginnings. They didn't take a practical approach, or they never gave you your money. Somebody's lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. Divination, abuse as well. They bore false witness. They perjured themselves, didn't give you your money. There's going to be somebody's assessed the situation. There's going to be some communication here. Okay. Good news for you. Maybe you're having a rough time financially. You're down on the dubs. You don't see this coming. It could be anything right now. It could be a child, an adult child of yours that's doing this. Not very smart, though. Okay. They didn't want to learn a lesson. Maybe they've done this before. No, they didn't want to learn a lesson. They didn't want to heed the warnings. It is what it is. It's been a roller coaster ride. Queen of Cups, place the genders where it belongs, okay? So somebody has hidden addictions. Maybe it is an adult child claiming you're a bad mother. Or it could be a bad mother. I don't know. Or a bad baby mama. It could be a male in that energy, too. Very duplicitous, manipulative, self-serving, selfish, shallow. They blackmail emotionally and emotionally manipulate quite easily. They come across as very needy. They use emotions to get their way, to play you, play your heartstrings. Sob stories. Oh, I lost my child, or I've got lots of children, I got no money. Who's going to help me? Looking outside themselves for help. Right? That's funny because, I don't know, I've been bored lately, right? Because I'm on the mend, I can't do too much, so I've got, scrolling through internet, and I come across, I've already seen a couple already here on YouTube, but more and more, I'm seeing more and more internet panhandlers. And, they have all these sob stories day in, every day. There's a sob story. Something's gone wrong every day. There's some sort of calamity. Crying, snotting, bawling. There's always an issue of addiction there, okay? They're homeless. They're hungry. Help, help, help. They're pulling on people's heartstrings. But it's every day. Some people don't see it. They're being played, okay? And the other thing I want to say is, I'm not saying don't help people. When they honestly do need the help, sure, go for it, okay? It's highly recommended. But on the other hand, if you come across one of these beggars, these panhandlers, whether on the streets, in your family, on the internet, and it's a constant thing, they're not helping themselves, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to take on their karma. They are, whether they realize it or not, spiritually, they're pawning off their karma piecemeal to everybody that donates to them. You're taking on their fucking karma. They're not learning their lessons. They're trying to get away with the worst, okay? I was picking that up. I was like, oh, that's what I'm getting here. Somebody's trying to put other things on people, the things that they're responsible for. Sob stories, one after the other. They don't care who they hurt, okay? They're very neglectful. They don't care about anybody but themselves, yeah? They don't want to move on. So if it's a house or something like that, they don't want to move. They're invested emotionally into this. They don't, yeah, they'll do anything to win. Win at any cost, right? Whatever they got so far was ill-gotten. It was very dishonorable. They got other people involved in picking up sadistic supply. Could be a narc, or they have narcissistic tendencies, or they're worse. They got people involved. They knew these people were going to take on losses. They didn't give a shit. Oh, I love you. You're my friend. You're my family. You're my partner. No. They were using their fucking flying monkeys, their supply, to aid them in whatever this is. And they couldn't care less about these people. These people are taking on losses. They're all walking away. This was born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty, thinking they're smarter than the average bear. They're holding all the swords. Nobody else is. Oh, you're so dumb, you'd never figure it out. Yeah, I think people are figuring it out. Again, I'm picking up somebody wants to get to something or somewhere before you. Very petty and cruel, very abusive. It's a defeat at the end of the day. Bad news. They're getting some backfire. They're getting a backfire here. They can't move forward. They're willing to do whatever it takes to stop somebody's forward motion or communication. It's corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. Somebody's only in it for the money, only in it to win it. Male or female, they're greedy and they're selfish and jealous. Money motivated is a bully. They're involved in some sort of corruption. They don't want to work for their money, even though it's a lot of effort to lie, cheat, steal, whatever this is. All that time and effort they put into it, if they place that into actual working for themselves legitimately, imagine what they'd be able to accomplish. But they put that all into fucking screwing other people over. This is a freaking bully. Get-rich-quick schemes, you know what I'm saying? They want to steal the money. They don't want to make it. They want to steal it and spend it and lord it in front of everybody as if it's theirs. It's not. Bad money manager, maybe. Bad business. Ace of Wands. Opportunist. Somebody's taking action. This is a new beginning for you, growth and expansion. Somebody's wanting to unburden themselves. Somebody's taking some sort of action to unburden themselves. You made a conscious decision that whoever this person is or these people are, you're not going to take on their burdens any longer. Like I said, with these panhandlers online, maybe you recognize what this is, or somebody else in the equation does, and they're like, no, I'm not contributing, I'm not feeding into it. It's ending of a cycle here. You're unbothered, you have no debt, you have no karma, and you'll be damned if you're going to take on other people's. It's ending of a cycle. Yeah. Conscious awareness. You're now aware of what's going on or somebody else's. You're going to be taking action, okay? You have everything you need to do so. This is a win card, okay? As above, so below. You're co-creating with the divine. You do have a direct connection with the source. And you're manifesting. You're focused. You're in control. This is having power. Skills. Okay, somebody was playing the shell game. They were playing fucking games with people's lives, money, whatever this is. It was all pretend. Like this is, the moon landing. It's on a sound stage here. It was all an act. Somebody was told to take their place, told to do this, told to say that. It was manipulation, okay? And you know this. You're going to be taking some action or somebody else's. Somebody's afraid, okay? They lost control of a situation. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Somebody's going to have to humble themselves for sure. Or they wanted to humble you. Oh, you're getting too big for your britches. But you alchemize and you transmute. You're not bothered. You're doing what you're doing. What you're supposed to be doing. You're taking your cues from the divine. Maybe they can't figure you out. I'm looking at that shell game. Where's the ball? Somebody's switching money around. They're moving money around. They can't find something, paperwork or money. Maybe they can't find you. Five of Pentacles. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. Somebody wants to come back in from out of the cold. Or whatever action you're going to take is got you out of poverty. You found your confidence level here. Yeah, no. They're hiding or cloaking something. They don't want you to be seen, and you don't... Whoever this is doesn't want you to see something. They don't want something getting out. Maybe you're in isolation. You're getting ready to come out into the world. You're feeling confident and bold. Yeah, they don't want... They're hiding the fact that they stole this large amount of money. This could be family discord. This could be a corporation involved as well. They're going to lose everything. It's done. It's a 10. It's ending it. It's corruption, abuse of power. They wanted to control your money, your life. Somebody had a big ego. Okay? Very egotistical and prideful, arrogant, a bully, a tyrant. They bent to public pressure. If it's somebody in a position pulling the strings, they knew what they were doing was wrong. They did it anyways, right? But that's how we always do it. You know what I mean? Could be a bad father, bad boss, or leader. They've lost control, lost their power. They have no authority or lost authority because they abused it. They're going to lose everything, okay? Whoever they had at one point backing them up, they're no longer backing them up. Ancestors aren't happy. Yeah, King of Cups. Could be a father. Could be a grandfather, stepfather, whatever this is. Could be male or female. Somebody's remaining emotionally balanced, stable, mature, not wearing their heart on their sleeve. Somebody could have a great deal of love for this person or for you. But this is good advice. Somebody's giving this person good advice. Are they going to heed it? I don't know. Oh, no. Somebody got bribed or tempted here, okay? Somebody's masking their emotions. They're bricking it. That's what it is. They're feeling some kind of way. They're looking at their options. Maybe they had options in terms of people. But they got tempted. They got bribed. Maybe got blackmailed. It's a cover-up, right? Hopeful, wishful thinking. It's illusions. Now somebody's trying to see what options they have. What can they do? There's a lot. Yeah, somebody was deluded. A lot of illusions. They're being exposed. This public humiliation. So it kind of sounds like it's blackmail. Maybe they used SEX to blackmail somebody in a position of power. They could be on the down low. Maybe they're married, you know, in a heterosexual relationship and they're on the down low. Who knows? You know, it's your preference, your choice, whatever your life. You shouldn't feel ashamed. But if you're in a marriage, you're cheating, I get it. This is not a victory. They could be hiding something from the public. For some of you, somebody bore false witness. They perjured themselves either on official paperwork, forged your signature, averred, swore on it, or they were actually on the stand and gave false testimony, bearing false witness. Now, somebody's trying to figure out a way to get that off the record, strike it off the record, or they don't want something getting out into the public. Yeah, in the past, this is family, children, friends, not friends, well, it could be friends. Siblings, could be anybody. It's a man-child. See that? It's a child is a man. Somebody you grew up with, maybe somebody you've known a long time. Somebody's reminiscing, going down memory lane. They want to reconcile. Or maybe they've been gay all along. I don't know. Or bi all along. Whatever this is. This could be family. They're trying to hide their past. Or this could be happening right now. They're being exposed. This public humiliation. Tower. They're being exposed. They're not paying. I guess maybe they ran out of money. They don't want to be blackmailed anymore. They've come to their senses. They'd rather a moment. And trust and believe, human beings have a very short attention span. And depending on how big this person is, it might be on the news. It might be the community's talking about it, the family, the business. Yeah, they'll forget about it. Sometimes we have to take it on the chin, you know. Take our lumps. This is a redirect, okay? You shouldn't really worry about, listen, we all make mistakes. You shouldn't really, yeah, we're not proud of the stuff we do, but we have to accept them and say, you know, that's me, I'm human. I made a mistake. You got to move on from it. You can't dwell on it. You can't live your life in shame over it. You have to let it go. You've learned your lesson. You're not going to do it again. If you are gay or bi and you're in the wrong kind of relationship at the moment, stop lying to yourself and to your partner when you want to be happy. That's all I got to say. So somebody was living a, oh no, okay. Thank you. So for a few of you, it might be somebody in a position of power did something they shouldn't have done, whether it's on a computer or in person with a young person. And that's what they're afraid of. Could be a father, a stepfather, or a fatherly figure. Somebody that you trust. It's a Tower. Or maybe it's a setup. I can't, yeah, I'm not here to judge them. Yeah, it's a setup. They got scapegoated. It's the end of a family here, or a group. Somebody's not happy. Yeah, it could be spell work, shit talking, unwise counsel. Now the secrets are coming out. Somebody's talking. The police could be involved, authorities, somebody in a position of power with authority. This is somebody that's speaking the truth and nothing but the truth. Could be somebody very well decorated in life, okay? High honor. Could be authority, could be military, could be anything. CEO. Somebody that knows the truth of the facts. They're going to do the right thing. It's in the upright. Or this is Archangel Michael protecting you from the spell work. Or it's Spirit saying, call on Archangel Michael to protect you. Or this could be you. You're speaking your truth, male or female. 2, somebody's unstable. This is unfair. They're in debt. They're not paying anymore. These people aren't going to profit off of this person anymore. It is what it is. They can't play games anymore. It's coming to light. If you don't pay, it's coming into the out in the open. Wishes are being granted. Your prayers are being heard. You have a great deal of faith. You're in false contract, ending a collaboration. So this is ending a collaboration. Your prayers are going to be heard. Something's going to happen. Or this is somebody else in the equation. It has nothing to do with you, but it centers. You're at the center of the focal point of this because somebody stole money or something. Somebody's false around you. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, this is stalling. Somebody stalled enough, okay? Somebody wanted your destiny, causing setbacks and delays. This is reversal of fortune, a change of direction. Karma. Parting away is lack of trust. No harmony. No good emotions here. The cups are upside down. Karmic soul tie, possibly. It's over, okay? Got to do this on your own. You've been waiting, stalling, and breakups, going your own way. It's time to heal, go into recovery. You've been patient enough. You got to balance this out now. Could be a reconciliation, or call on the angels to help alchemize and transmute whatever this is. Okay, it doesn't have to be spell work. Okay, when something bad happens, learn to adopt a way of looking on the bright side. And I'm not minimizing anybody's pain. What can I say? Like I was just recently ill. It wasn't nice. It wasn't pleasant, but I kept saying to myself, well, it could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. Learn to alchemize. Look on the bright side of things. Somebody could have addictions. They might have to go into rehab, and they're deciding to. Congratulations, if so. This is healing. This is bringing back balance to a situation. Someone's been patient enough. Getting back on track. There's going to be some communication. Maybe somebody's going for observation for their health, or they're getting off of something. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Congratulations. Something's over. This is change. You are the phoenix rising. It's ending. Somebody's afraid. Somebody maybe might be going out the other way. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lies and illusions. Change that fear in. Just to put it back. Okay. So if you've got fear, turn that fear into power, that pain into power. Yeah, there's proof and evidence. This could be a death certificate as well. It's the end of this investment. They underestimated you. Somebody's got receipts. Proof that somebody was traveling. They took the money out of the country. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. Or proof is online. Somebody's watching and waiting. They were harvesting off of somebody using this. Something. This is victory. Victory. This is protection. Could be on the news. You learn lessons, ending cycles. Congratulations. Two queens coming out. Yeah. The end of this. Somebody's angry. Somebody's really seething here. Could be two people or one. Look at this nasty, nasty. Spell work, promiscuousness, somebody's very angry, abusive, controlling. I heard harlot. It's the end of this bullshit. Using sex to get what they want. This could be sex workers. online porn, or somebody setting people up to get them in a position where they have to pull strings for the underbelly of society. Lots of lies, anger. They're very vindictive, vile, spiteful, bitter, jealous. Could be one person, too. Somebody's gone ice cold on somebody, maybe, and they're angry. They're doing magic. They're very bitter and vindictive. Could be magic. Could be promiscuous. It could be all the above. Gonna find out online. They're gonna be on the news. Just how despicable these people are, male or female. They're, oh boy, they're really digging a hole for themselves. Somebody's contemplating. So they're threatening this other person. Somebody wants peace, okay? They're contemplating, they're strategizing, they're praying. They need to put something to rest. It's heartbreaking. They're having intrusive thoughts. They've been sitting on the truth for a long time. They're healing. They're at peace. They just want peace, stability. Thinking about a wife. This could be a wife, could be a male in this energy. This could be you. You're stable and secure. You're minding your own business. You're abundant. You're hardworking. You're independent. A nurturer, a healer. Good with money, down to earth, You're very creative. How am I going to clean this up? I'm picking this up. I'm thinking, in terms of a wife. I'm just saying you're a wife. You could be a male. But a home, this is somebody that takes care of the home and the family. They make the house and the family look good. Everybody look good. They make it look easy. It's not. They're good with money. They're good with business. They're good with the home, with the kids, with everything. Okay? They clean everything up. It's like, yeah, the worst has happened. This is a nightmare, or you're not worried anymore. Or somebody's going through some sort of mental strife, panic, whatever. Scam artists, doing spell work, insincere, love bomber. No support here. The mob, they sick the mob on you. This could be organized crime. They scammed organized crime. Or this could be a mob of people. They turned against you. Now they made the wrong judgment here. Judged you harshly. They're getting some karma. If it's a court case, people are going to be up in arms. The judgment went against them. Definitely the divine's getting ready to give them some karma. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. No second chances. Wow. There's no saving. This is opportunists here. So the judgment is going towards you. It could be, you're being blessed here. This could be money. This is something very, very tangible, valuable. It's meant to give you peace of mind where you can build generational wealth off of it. It's tangible. Yep. And they lied about it. Understand what I tell you? They got paid to lie about you. These opportunists bore false witness, perjured themselves, promised all this. They were promised all kinds of things. Property, money. It could be an institution. It could be an insurance company. It could be the courts. It could be lawyers. It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be family, friend, or a partner. Of course it can be, okay? It could be government. Fast and loose. Place it where it belongs in your life. They're trying to escape this situation here. They're strategizing. How am I going to get out of this? They thought they could pay their way out of it. If you're getting blackmailed, you can't pay your way out of it. It's never going to end. It's never enough. Maybe they're going to tell the truth now. Let's see if the fingers are crossed. They're going to tell the truth, I think. They're going to turn these people in. Take the lump. Take the lumps. Yeah, somebody was trying to attack somebody. Definite gaslighting with the gas mask there. Somebody was trying to attack another. They lied, said you attacked them, or somebody attacked them. Somebody's trying to push this narrative. Somebody's very angry. Maybe they got angry on the stand. They're getting let go. They got to give up. This is bullshit. They were waiting for your guard to go down so they could attack you. Yep, betrayal. Somebody got attacked, maybe in a courthouse. I don't know. Betrayal. Everybody's in on it. They were all laughing. All these swords in your back. Ending a cycle. This is a harsh and painful end for somebody. The worst is over. Okay, the worst is over. Just keep saying to yourself, it could have been worse. Thank God it wasn't. Okay? Yep. Hangman. Whew. Somebody's stuck. Somebody might be thinking of doing something to themselves. They might be swimming with the fishies. I don't know. Somebody's stuck. Trapped. Don't want to let go. Didn't see this coming. No illumination. It's a waste of time. Ending a collaboration, a contract, or a third-party situation. No help. Unable to get any help. They try to sacrifice you here. If it's a warlock, it didn't work. Somebody's very disrespectful, by the way. Whatever they were trying to build, it's coming down. or they can't build. It could be property developers. It's going down. Didn't see it coming. No illumination. Don't want to let go. Don't want to see things from a different perspective. Unable to overcome. Yeah, didn't foresee this. Can't move forward. Don't want to let go of the stability of these homes, this property, this family, business. But they're not prepared for what's coming, okay? They can't move forward. If it's a wedding, a marriage, family, building. They didn't foresee you being stable ever again. Or maybe this is you. You never thought you'd ever get this money back or what was yours or get to the truth or a family. I don't know. Strength and courage right here. Resilience. Having integrity. Doing what's right. They're scared. Doing it scared anyways. There's a lot of lies and illusions. They thought they could force this bullshit. Some of you might be in the hospital here and they're scared. Going to jail. Maybe they're locked up in an institution somehow. They're feeling gutted. They might have to have surgery. It could be in jail. They are feeling stuck, restricted, bound to something. Too many obstacles to overcome. They don't know what to do. It is self-imposed, okay? There's a fight. Somebody's standing their ground, divinely protected and guided. Maybe they're just very resilient. They're very defensive right now, guarding what's theirs or what's not theirs. They don't want to give it up. Somebody has the advantage here, or thought they did. Somebody's all guarding something. Thou shalt not pass. Somebody's alone. They're sticking up for you because you're alone. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You're being protected. Nine of Pentacles. You could be a business owner. Don't have to be. Minding your own business. You have 9 out of 10 Pentacles. If it has anything to do with life insurance or an inheritance, you're the sole beneficiary or the sole provider, let's say. I don't know. Yeah, you're going places here. Somebody wants to come meet you in calm waters, traveling alone. Spirit plucked you out of office. Somebody could be transitioning. Car accident. Can't go on. This is out of control. Don't want to take accountability. Could be on the run. You don't want to take accountability. This is not a victory. Okay. Could have had a car accident. They've been stopped. They took advantage of the situation. They're very ungrateful and disrespectful. It's not going anywhere because people see your value and your worth. Yeah, they were spreading gossip. They're parting ways with this group they were working with. No reconciling here. You know your value and your worth. The party's over. There's nothing to celebrate. They were spreading a lot of lies and rumors and gossip. No more pleasure seeking off of the dime backs of others. Yeah, we're parting ways with it. Could be a new judge in town. So somebody ruled. It could be a judge, a CEO, an arbitrator, a mediator, somebody, a spiritual leader, boss, judge. Somebody ruled based off of people's gossip. Didn't do their due diligence and looked it up. This could be a new judge, leader, whatever that's in town. Somebody could be very tribal. You're my people. You know what I mean? Somebody's using higher wisdom here, okay? This could be the divine as well. Somebody may want forgiveness of the courts, forgiveness of whatever, be forgiven of a debt. I can't party anymore. Could be a marriage or commitment here. I don't know. Losing friends, losing occult coven secret societies. They're all up in arms. I know it's kind of crazy, but it's what I'm picking up. Could be a platform too. A belief system. Now, I'm really picking up as somebody else is stepping in. Somebody with power. Say so. It's a judge. Somebody that arbitrates, that makes those decisions over a home. Government. It could be leader. I don't know. There's absence here. Absence of home. Where's that house? Where's my house? Somebody took my house. Somebody caught a case. Kicked out of the house. Somebody caught a case. Photo proof, evidence, or they claimed you're a piece of shit. I don't know. They defamed you or something. You made up all kinds of stories about you in a court of law. Somebody got hooked. Somebody's blackmailed. Somebody got blackmailed. It could be you. Somebody got scapegoated. Another person got scapegoated. It's just could Could be organized crime, okay? Unexpected revelation. A shocking revelation will change your perspective, yours or other people. Now they're finding out the truth. They see the truth. Release expectations. Let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. I'm sorry, it's all over the place. You're dealing with a bunch of false people wanting to get rich. Look at this, sudden wealth, great fortune, property. There's a lot involved here. That's why it's kind of confusing. It's all over the place. Only take what applies, obviously. Let's see, we'll end this quickly now. I'm hungry now. I wasn't hungry earlier, so I'm hungry now. I think I'm just going to make, I don't know what I'm going to make. I'm trying to steer clear of certain foods because of the medication I'm taking. That's really, if you're on medication, please look it up. I have different medications, right? I was taking these medications. Only one pill bottle says stay away from grapefruit. Okay. The other ones didn't say anything. Another another medication was, if you're taking this, then don't eat these foods. Stay away from these foods. And I'm like, well, I've been eating these foods. You know, like, what the fuck? I thought these pharmacies were supposed to be better than that. So I don't know if the efficacy of these pills, that's why they weren't working as good as they should have been. It's because I was, nobody warned me. So I'm going to go back to the doctors tomorrow and talk to them about that. Maybe get another round of antibiotics. Because with the antibiotics, I was, I can't remember what the hell I was eating or drinking. But the efficacy of the pill isn't as potent because of that. So, and I'm still not 100%. So I'm thinking maybe one more week of antibiotics. But I'm much better. Much better. Getting back my mojo. You know what I'm saying? Where are we going with this? How are we ending this, please? Flexible. So somebody's got to be flexible now. Okay. 19. The truth is out. They have to accommodate this. They got to make good on this. This truth and clarity is the sun. It's destined to 1 and 9 is 10. It's the wheel of fortune. Very fortunate. Abundance is near. No more conflict and chaos in reverse. 33. So somebody's de-evolving. They're not going to rise. They're not very. It could be a secret society involved. I'm not saying that they're bad. You get bad apples everywhere, but it's no more chaos and conflict. You're seeing the true colors of these people. Orphan in reverse. It could be adult children involved in this too. Divorce or separation. Maybe you're going to lose some kids, stepkids. I don't know. It's definitely a crime. Crooked judge or leader. Corruption. They abuse their power, right? Now you're going towards the land of milk and honey. Or this is what they were living in. Land of milk and honey off the backs of others. Elephants don't forget, though, do they? 19. Flexible. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. Hold on a sec. This is how you need to be now. Willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. So just don't go flying off the handle. If you have panic attacks, try to calm that down. I'm really picking up its thumb though. There. 33 in reverse protection message. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there's a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there's positive news. The timing's perfect. Things are already stirred up, so pardon me. So don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. So whoever is behind this is going to divulge the truth. Mea culpa. And it's their evolution as well, okay? They're learning lessons as well as everybody involved. They're going to mitigate whatever this is for themselves. It'll be better off for them. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. I just had to take my puffers. Starting to act up. By the way, I remember the food I was eating all week, and I shouldn't have been eating it. It was pineapple. So anyways, I digress. Orphan. Protection message. The shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. This could be a partner, it could be a family member, it could be anybody, okay? That's also involved with this. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you, so let it. This other thing is, as well, because this reminds me of what I went through. Because I always put myself last, and I always, deferred to everybody, and I just didn't want to rock the boat. And I thought that's what you did for unconditional love, right? I love my family. I love my whatever. I always put myself last. And what I went through made me open my eyes. I wasn't living a good and happy life. That's not the way it's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be, you're supposed to compromise, yes, but I'm also supposed to speak my truth. State what I need, what I expect, and hold their feet to the fire. If they can't produce that, if they can't give me what I need, then, don't expect anything from me. I'm going to have to go here. I'll love you from a distance. I'm fine with that. Maybe one day you'll come to some sort of conclusion, and maybe we can have a relationship again. That's what I'm picking up here. This could be for you as well. You're realizing, listen, I wasted too much fucking time. I can't do this anymore. Too much time, effort, energy, money. And just to have somebody want to fucking, empty room. Yeah, you're alone now. Cause misfortune in your life, That's what they wanted. It could be a child, like I keep picking up a child. It could be a child involved, or they're childish. Joyfulness. Go back to your roots. Find out what made you happy as a child, Somebody could be having a baby soon. Congratulations. It could be a father. I saw the Lord underneath that. There's an enemy involved. So they were happy to hurt you. They wanted to keep you waiting for this money while they made money off of it. Somebody's waiting for something. A wedding, waiting to get married. Keep you waiting for a relationship. Could be a partner, ex-partner. Yeah, we'll get married one day, darling. Yeah. Constantly, there's somebody's only, it could be you too, in a relationship. This relationship, you're realizing it was codependent relationship. You're waiting around constantly for something that's never going to show up or give you what you need. You have to really think about it. Yeah. You're searching for love, waiting for love constantly, keeping love away from you, right? One day I'll love you. One day you'll be good enough for me to love. How's that fair? That's not fucking fair. Yeah. They wanted a servant. That's what they wanted. They want to lord shit over you. It is what it is. So I think this is all wrapping up. Well, it kind of sounds that way. Right? Look at me. So if they're stealing money, property from you, withholding, making money off the dividends and whatever, and they were lording it in front of their family, attracting love, partnerships, it was all a farce and making you wait. This is yours. This is your money. What the fuck's going on? Abusing you. They're really an enemy. Yeah, having fun everywhere. Look at me. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're sitting here waiting. I think they're really upset. Yeah, they're showing off. You're waiting what? To move, to travel, to start your life? They were showing off. They're peacocking, right? There's not even their money. This doesn't have to be a family member. It doesn't have to be a partner. It could be anybody involved with this. Had to have somebody pulling strings. They're going to prison. It's all over this money. They could be sick right now. They're a foe. They know that you know they're a foe. They're going to get served here. Okay, a message is coming. They're in sorrow. This is what's coming towards them. If they're screwing around with organized crime, somebody could be on their way out. Or they wanted to take you out. This could be life insurance as well. This could be an inheritance. Okay, it's been a long journey. A long journey. It is what it is. There might be some tears of joy, but also of sorrow, of grief. It is the way life goes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your pain. You had to go through this, but things are going to start looking better for you, okay? Just stay flexible. Okay? Try to relax. If you have panic attacks, go to the doctor. Try to take care of that, okay? Or this could be them. I'm really picking up at somebody on the other side that was doing wrong. They know that the noose is tightening around their neck. They know what's coming. They don't know how it's going to look or how it's coming. They know it's coming, and they're going to have to fess up. And their whole life is a lie, and everybody around them, it's all been a lie. I think everybody's now getting pretty good idea that this person's been a lie. They all got strung along, whoever got involved in this. I really feel like you're out of the circle. I think you're somewhere safe right now. You've been healing, you've been contemplating, you've been waiting. But I think it's going to wrap up soon. Congratulations. I love you guys. Until next time, take care.